You know, I remember when I was 12 years old and I was into what many considered to be the hard, edgy stuff, you know. I thought stuff like Sonic the Hedgehog was cool and the pinnacle of gaming. Of course, as I got older, I realized none of that is true. It's all just either ridiculous or hot garbage. But one of the characters I ended up loving from this point in my life and has kind of stuck with me in a different way, obviously, is the Joker. If you were to ask 12-year-old me, he'd give the cliche answer and say that Heath is the best, but I'd say more nowadays I'm more into the Hamill iterations of the character. Over time, Joker has kind of evolved from more than just a guy who dresses up as a clown and robs banks. To really quote what is the worst adaptation of the character, just get him off the screen, just put the quote up there. I'm an idea. A state of mind. Though this is from a deleted scene of the movie, and also, like I said before, the worst iteration of the character. Just get him out of here. Just get him the fuck. It's one of many sides to the Clown Prince of Crime that have been added to him over the years to really round him out, and is one that is heavily explored along with all the other aspects of him in 2019's Joker. While the movie has somewhat of a solid plot, I think it's a bit of a side attraction to what is an intense character study of the Clown Prince of Crime. The plot in and of itself is solid, however, I think the main focus of Joaquin Phoenix and the director Todd Phillips was to really nail this character in a way that previous iterations had come close. I found it interesting how they literally adapted nothing from the comics, yet they take all the best parts of every iteration of the character, screen or not, and put them on display. To really give you an example of what I'm talking about here without giving too much of the film's plot away, there's something Joker does very early on in this film that sparks a whole bunch of outrage and riots across Gotham. He becomes the face of a very violent movement in the city, and his response to it is, I don't care. Which really sort of nails the character in general. His whole thing is that life is one big joke, so he doesn't really affiliate with some major movement or idea. To quote a good iteration of a character that isn't Joker, some men aren't looking for anything logical. Some men just want to watch the world burn. Oh god, I'm never doing an impression of Michael Caine again, holy shit. I know it's a very cliched line when talking about the Joker, but it does, in all honesty, describe the character perfectly. You top this brilliant character study off with some amazing performances from not just Phoenix, but also Robert De Niro and Zazie Beetz, along with some of the most interesting and amazing camera work I've seen in a long while. All this brought together makes a solid character study that stands out amongst a massive pool of comic book films. In early 2016 to basically early 2017, it felt like we were getting a few films that, while not 100% original, were kind of breaking the mold from traditional MCU fodder. And while I don't hate the MCU by any means, it was kind of nice to see something different in Deadpool, Logan, and experimental shit like New Mutants. Did that ever come out? Like, no, seriously, I remembered it kind of got announced and it never happened. Like, is that even coming out at this point? These breaks from the mainstream honestly felt like it might add a little bit of extra life to the sort of dying comic book genre until Disney decided to continue its quest to become the juggernaut. Bitch. To me, that's kind of killed any potential of the comic book movie genre living past Endgame. And I'm not saying that Joker is that lifesaver by any means. If anything, after Avengers Endgame, I think it's time to either pull the plug on the whole genre altogether, or at the very least slow down. But what I really think it does is it gives Warner Brothers a bit of a chance to experiment with what is honestly a great cast of characters that they keep f***ing up with. Or, at the very least, just doing okay. Now, I'm not trying to say that every film needs to be like Joker, but I think these films can benefit from not being like Marvel. I really think if Hollywood in general wants to milk this cash cow past the point of milk drying up and, the cow dying, at the very least, one studio needs to just experiment with the amazing cast of characters. And with Disney really having just the family-friendly image, I think Warner Brothers and their cast of DC characters is really the best chance we have of something of that nature happening. Or they can just continue to throw out Technicolor vomit with Margot Robbie on the front and a potty-mouthed edgy Robin.
Batman.
Somebody got paid to write that line. I just thought I'd throw that out there real quick. Finally, I want to close out with this. If you're someone who has decided that they're not going to financially support this movie for your own various reasons, you're entitled to your opinion, and I'm not going to try and change your mind. However, if you do have a way of not financially supporting it but are still able to see it, I highly suggest you do if you are someone who wants to see the Clown Prince of Crime done justice for once, or if you're a non-comic book fan looking for a solid character study with amazing performances and brilliant cinematography. Finally, I want to close out this review, video essay, or whatever the hell this is, with one solid request. Can we just pretend Jared Leto's Joker never fucking happened? I mean, seriously, you don't want no beef? What kind of fucking line is that? Hey, thanks for watching. Be sure to like this video and subscribe for more of this type of stuff. I'm still working on some other stuff, but that's taking a long time with busy schedules and the like. So in the meantime, I just figured I'd upload this on a movie that I honestly really enjoyed. There are some other videos that you can go watch. You can also go check out a channel that I've been uploading a bit more frequently, that Dev Plays, where I upload all my streams, and pretty soon I'm going to be uploading some other stuff. Anyways, thank you for watching. What did you think of Joker? Let me know in the comments down below, and I will see you guys soon. Catch you later. Bye.
You want no beef? You don't want no beef? You don't want no beef?